Find the coordinate of points of trisection of a line segment joining those 2 points. So first is here we have a new word, trisection. We don't understand that. Section means cutting it down. Part, right? Trisection. What do you think it means? So basic idea is dividing the line into 3 equal halves. So let me show that by writing it down. So we have given. So we have point 4 comma minus 1, and this is minus 2 comma minus 3. See, if they told bisection, say this length is, it is not so, but say this length is 30 meters. If someone tells bisection, you have to divide it in the middle. So this side will be 50 and that side will be 50. That is, this is your bisection example. Trisection is 3 equal parts, right? So if this is 30, we should divide it in the ratio of 1:1:1. This is 1, this is the length, and this is the length of whatever the number is. So basically, if this was 30, it would have been 10 meters, 10 meters, and 10 meters, right? If it was 30, but it's not. But what we know is the ratio is 1:1:1. Okay, so let me call this as point A and this is point B. And let's first calculate this point P. And we'll call this as point Q. But we'll calculate point P. Point P, so we'll not write this. Point B will divide this entire length in the ratio of, remember, 1:2. Simple reason being, this is twice the length of this. So it is in the ratio of 1:2. Find point P, and point Q will be easy to calculate. I'll show that. So first let's calculate point P. For that we need to write the formula. So we have distance formula is equal to we have xm plus, sorry, not distance formula. What am I telling? We have section formula x comma y is equal to xm plus xm divided by m plus m comma ym plus ym divided by m plus m. Close the bracket. 1 2 2 1 1 2 1 2 2 1 1 2. So this is your formula. Find x. We'll find point P, which is x of P comma y of P. It's easier to represent this way. So x of P will be equal to what? This will be your x1, this will be your y1, and this will be your x2, and this will be your y2. So 4 into 2 plus of minus 2 into 1, that's minus 2. This entire thing divided by 1 plus 2, 3. 6 minus 8 minus 2, 6 by 3, that is 2. Right? Simple and straightforward. Yp is equal to minus 1 into 2, minus 2, plus minus 3 into 1, minus 3, divided by 3. So this is minus 5 by 3. Okay. So we found P. Next is the point Q, right? So what we can do here is for point Q, xq comma yq. I have an idea. So I'll draw a line. I'll take point P and I'll take point B. And point Q will divide this in the ratio of 1:1. So instead of doing one extra diagram, which is not practical for you guys during your exams, so this itself we can make use of. So 2 comma minus 5 by 3. So now you can cut it out. This point will divide this in the ratio of 1:1. If you don't cut also, it's okay, because this in the ratio of 1:1. Why? Because from point P to Q is the same length as Q to P. So it's in the ratio of 1:1. It's the same length, right? So it will be a ratio of 1:1. And so this is your midpoint basically for PB. And for midpoint, it's quite simple to calculate. Just take the coordinates 2, -2, 0, and you're done. YQ is equal to -3, -5/3, -3, -5/3 minus plus of -3. Right? Again, I'm using the formula, just that M1 is 2, M2 is 1. Right? So it kind of disappears. Divided by 1 plus 1 is 2. So this is LCM is, what is LCM, guys? 3. So this is -9, -9, -14 by 3 into half, right? Because divided by this is same as multiplying with half. So this is -7/3. Okay, and we have the answer. Yeah. So end of it, we need to just make a mention of what we found. The trisecting points are 2, -5/3 and 0, -7/3. And we are done. Okay, so let's have a look. I'm kind of worried about the calculation, to be frank. So let me directly find point Q. See, point Q as a whole will be in the ratio of 2:1. So if I get the same answer for point Q, means my entire calculation is correct. So basically, I should be doing this into the first point. So first point is this for me, 4, -1. It's over here, 4, -1. And coordinate of the second point. Second point is -2, -3. -2, -3. The ratio is 2:1. 2:1. Enter the ratios, right? Yeah. So we have 0 and 2.33. 2.33 is correct. 6, yes, we have the right answer. So the diagram will look like this. So this is your -2 and 3. This is point Q, right? From that side is point Q, and point P will be somewhere over here. And we have the answer as trisection. Okay. So just for the sake of, not for the sake, for doing it itself. We should not do anything for the sake of it. So we'll do it seriously. So point P is 2, -5/3, that is 1.111 something. So let's see that. Right, go down. Oh, it's okay. This is the last. So it is 2, x is 2, minus. Okay, it will be easy to find. It's this, right? It's easy to find. Just find x and intersection of x-axis and the line, and you have that point. So this is your point P. This is Q, and this is P, and this is A. You can see, right? If you take your scale and measure all of this length will be equal to this length, will be equal to this length. Try doing it again. It will be approximate value because I didn't squish it properly, I guess. So you can do so and check out the answer. Okay. So this is your working. So you can pause and have a look.